Canada, eh? Yes,
Yep.
folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. I got Boosh with me. We are a long ways from Canada, but probably closer than most of you, being
Yep.
here in central Maine. We are checking out Labatt Blue Citra.
No. Roddy, you're supposed to pronounce it Labatt Blue! Davis, that was for you. Labatt Blue!
Jesus. Either very, very French or after a couple of beers you start talking like that.
Not me.
So yeah, Labatt Blue, this is something new from them. We usually just see the regular and the light, but this is a Citra. I mean, obviously referring to Citra hops. And it says Hoppy Session Lager. Blued. See, now you got me, you bastard. Brewed with Citra and Mosaic hops. Bright hop aroma, crisp, clean finish. And we've been seeing stuff like this. With the demand for IPAs and hoppy beers here in America, a lot of our local American, not local, but a lot of American breweries are trying to throw hoppy beers out there.
Some of our local breweries are too.
Well, a lot of our local breweries are IPA heavy catalogs.
Now, actually, you're skipping one part of that.
What's that?
The very bottom.
Product of USA, I know.
That's
And so it's probably contract brewed here in the U.S.
It probably is.
But no, we've been seeing, of course, a lot of local breweries are IPA heavy, and a lot of craft breweries are IPA heavy because that's the demand that's out there. Now. Everybody wants IPAs, and not everybody makes good ones.
I can actually smell yours from here.
Yep.
As you're pouring it out.
It's definitely got a hoppy aroma to it. But we're starting to see more and more, like Pabst even has a hoppy beer now. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. Budweiser hasn't hopped on the hop train yet, but it's only a matter of time before they friggin' do.
I mean, we know Sam Adams has. We know.
Oh, yeah, but like I was saying.
And actually, Miller has too, in a way.
Miller's always been slightly more hoppy than other domestic beers, yes.
Right, and especially, I mean, they're Miller Lite. I mean, they've hopped it three different times throughout the process. Some of the other places, I mean, they haven't really, like you said, they haven't hopped onto the hop train, except for Sam Adams now, which is.
And Sam Adams is still a craft brewer, so
true.
We want to talk about
even though Sam is not Sam, even though Jim has actually done very well with expanding across the country. He's got like what three or four different beers that are hop forward.
A lot more. I mean, if you look at Sam Adams' IPA catalog, then that's just
There's
the
more.
IPAs. Hoppy beers in general.
You've got the Rebels, all the Rebels. You've got
the Rebels are amazing.
Noble Pills, Latitude 48, was it? 48? Yep. What was the other one? There was one other one, too.
Well, there's a lot of hop-forward beers in the Sam Adams catalog, so you could be thinking of anything.
True.
Yeah.
So, getting back to Labatt. You can definitely smell that Citra hops in that.
I mean, I'm getting citrus and pine.
It's sitting in front of me here, and I'm not even getting my nose into it. I can smell it.
Definitely a hop-forward beer. Not what I'm used to from anything Canadian that I've had recently.
And really from any national... Like we were talking.
Well, yeah, any of the larger breweries.
Any of the national larger, I mean, right.
Yeah. But we're not seeing...
I'm just rambling now.
We're not seeing like craft or microbrews brought into the U.S. in general from other countries. So when we get Labatt, we get Moosehead. Those are basically their Budweiser and Millers. Same thing goes for Guinness. That's the one Irish. We get Guinness. We get Harp, which is actually brewed by a subsidiary, and Bass. Those are their larger brews. Foster's from Australia. It's the only Australian beer I can find in local stores because that's their mass-produced beer. So to see any national large brand starting to get into a hop-forward beer, it's not surprising
Yeah.
because, like I said, that's the market that's out there.
But they're also changing as well. I mean, we've got Budweiser, who's producing all those other
they're-
Discovery, the Prohibition end, and all that stuff. I mean,
they're actually starting to
right.
dig up old recipes according to their press, or at least innovate in some way,
Right.
and try different styles. So
Right. And really, the proof is in the pudding.
yes, but this one's
You've got a lot of hop flavor, hop scent.
very, very effervescent. It's a slightly orangish yellow beer, though.
Yep.
And there's particulates in there. Look at that. There's flecks. That's interesting. There's actually flecks and particulates in this beer. So either the hop oils are clumping together because they didn't know how to handle them. But I'm sure, given the amount of beer that they produce, they know how to handle.
Well,
the hops,
it does say on here, bright hop aroma, crisp, clean finish.
Yeah.
Which usually would not say that there's a lot of flecks in there.
Yeah, but there's definitely particulates floating around there. It's like freshly hatched sea monkeys. Anyway.
Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything on the can saying what they actually did, if it was unfiltered or not.
Well, I'll tell you this, it's loaded with hops. I was getting citrus and pine in the aroma, but it's basically just a mouthful of bitter hops. And I've lost all those subtle hop characters. It's just a bitterness.
See, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not as hoppy as it smells.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think it is as hoppy as it smells, but I think in the aroma there's separate.
You get the separate notes.
In terms of that, but when
But
you
when
start
you taste
drinking
it, when you taste it, it doesn't.
it's just overall
It
bitter.
doesn't separate.
I mean, it does finish kind of crisp.
It's not. I don't know. It has. Let's put it this way. I wouldn't turn it down.
No, but I'm not going to go out of my way for it either. It says brewed with Mosaic and Citra hops. It almost seems to me.
You do have the Citra flavor, I think.
It
I think it's
almost-
more on that than the other one.
Yeah, it almost seems to me, with the particulates and the overall just plain bitter flavor, like they took regular Labatt Blue and just dry hopped it. That's my impression. I could be completely off base with that, but
That's mine. I mean, now that you mention that, yes, it could be. It could be that it was dry hopped with those Citra and the other one, whatever it was,
Mosaic.
Because, well, I don't know. I'm not getting a robust bitter flavor.
Oh, really? Because all I'm getting is a mouthful of bitterness with no specific character to it.
I'm not getting that, but I'm not getting a whole lot of the malt characteristic neither, though.
No. I mean,
there's-
you're not going to get that from Labatt Blue anyway.
Right.
This is a lager.
Well, there is a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, it's got enough of a backbone to hold everything else together, but it's not a malt-forward beer either, so.
And quite frankly, I don't think it's a hop
flying
forward.
around here.
I don't think it's a hop forward beer neither.
Really, because like I said, that's all I'm getting is a mouthful of hoppy bitterness.
I kind of am, but the thing is, I think I am getting about what it says I should be.
Yeah.
I'm getting that Citra hop, which is right on front. As far as the other hop flavor, I'm not getting that. Maybe subtly in the back, or up front with the scent. But I'm actually going to give this a 3.5.
Wow.
Out of 5.
See, I'm hitting it with a 2.5 because again, it lacks any subtlety or character for me. It's just a mouthful of hops, and I can get this out of a lot of different beers.
Yes.
So
I can get the same out of a lot of different beers too, and that's why. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt
for making an effort.
For making that effort, especially for this type of national brewery.
So bear in mind, folks, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5 is average. So I'm putting this at an average. You're putting it at 2.5.
Just a tad above.
You're putting it at 3.5, which gives it some above average character. But that's just 2 impressions of the beer, and I think we've explained our reasoning behind those ratings.
That's above average for the character, like you said, for this company.
Yeah, it's definitely a better effort than I'm used to from Labatt, but I can't give them points for that comparing it to other beers.
Right.
So again,
we're also comparing it to the other craft breweries as well. Though,
well, exactly.
Which have pretty much put their own effort out for a IPA style. Mm-hmm. And really for Labatt Blue, hey, it's not bad.
No, it's definitely better than what I'm used to from them. So
right. And normally, I bet you a regular Labatt, you'd probably give it 2.5 too. So
exactly.
So really, it doesn't. As far as I'm concerned, which I don't really care for the IPAs, and during our little trip today, I've said that I really would rather have some more porters and stouts, but.
Nothing wrong with being on the porter and stout train.
Yeah. But I've kind of noticed that it kind of comes in spurts as far as the seasons go. Because usually your porters and your stouts are heavier beers, so you want those in the wintertime. Mm-hmm. So some of your IPAs can go for spring, summer, and fall, depending on the brewery. But really, I mean, 3 out of 5 ain't that bad.
No, exactly. But that's just 2 impressions of this beer. I think we've explained our reasoning pretty well enough. Let us know down in the comments, the email link down there, what you have to say about the Labatt Blue Citra. If you like it, if you don't like it, we still want to talk to you about it.
Yep.
While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel.
And comment on any of the other videos.
Exactly.
That really matter.
Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Keep drinking.
Damn. That was a big one, too.